We're back with our newsmaker interview and conversation with one of the people helping shape the direction of Knox County Schools. Joining us is Terry Hill. She is the chair of the Knox County School Board, a 9-member board. She represents District 6. And let's start off with the governor. He proposed several education changes, additions in his State of the State message last night. They included a 2.5% raise for teachers, also more investment in vocational education, but also he expressed support for vouchers. What did you like? What didn't you like?
It was very interesting. He avoided the word vouchers. It's actually the ESAs.
Education Savings Account.
That's correct. That's correct. I'm very excited about the initiatives for our STEM and vocational training programs. That is something that's definitely needed and needed a boost. I'm very excited about the prospect of teacher salary increases. That's something here in Knox County we have focused on and made a real priority for this year. So his initiative will definitely help us be able to reach that goal.
The ESAs or vouchers, depending on the terminology you like, you're not a huge fan of those.
I'm not.
And the board isn't very happy with that idea either.
In Knox County, John, we have parent choice. We have student choice. If a student is not pleased, if a family is not pleased with the school that they're going to, they have the option to transfer in our system. We grant over 90% of the transfers that are asked for, so it just is not anything that is needed in our area.
One thing that is needed is more counselors in schools. You have a deep background in counseling. That is your bailiwick, certainly. We have one counselor for every 800 students in Knox County. Is that acceptable?
Absolutely, it's not acceptable. I mean, they can barely put a Band-Aid on some of the situations. John, I think you know our mental health needs in our schools are just growing, especially with our opioid epidemic. I mean, we see the results of this with our babies coming to school now, and more they bring those issues with them. Teachers cannot teach if our kids are not in a good place, and in many of the situations, these counselors, social workers, psychologists, they are the first line of defense for these kids.
We only have about 15 seconds, but you face some key budget challenges. Will you invest in more counseling, do you think, or will that have to be determined down the road?
That's really something that's going to have to remain down the road. Our priorities right now are teacher raises, and also we've got some real serious capital improvement needs that need to be addressed sooner than later. Board Chair Terry Hill, thank you for the background and for the conversation. We hope to have you back. Glad to have you here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You can reach the Board of Education at that number and also attend their meetings, again, the second Wednesday of each month at 5 o'clock.